We continue reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 2, text 59. Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehina rasavarjam naso apiyasya param drishtva nivartate. This is also a very famous verse. Though the embodied soul may be restricted from sense enjoyment, the taste for sense objects remain. But ceasing such engagements by experiencing a higher taste, he is fixed in consciousness. So this part of Bhagavad Gita, this part of the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is giving Gyan to Arjuna. This is the knowledge part. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna speaks about yoga, about Jnana. Well, he speaks about Karma Kand also. We are going to read that in the third chapter. He speaks about Karma Kand, then he comes to Karma Yoga, then he speaks about Jnana Yoga. This is all the Gyan part. And then he speaks about also Ashtanga Yoga a little bit, yes, in the sixth chapter, and Bhakti Yoga. So this is the yoga ladder that Krishna speaks about in the Bhagavad Gita. But Bhakti is the essence. It's the essence. That's why it's in the middle 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. Anything which is most precious, we put it in a box. A jewelry, a diamond has a box. It has a down layer and an up layer. And in the middle, we put the jewel. So the Bhakti is in the middle 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. But this is all the knowledge. Krishna is giving us the knowledge. Unless one is transcendental. So if somebody says that I'm interested in knowledge, we can get knowledge also from Bhagavad Gita. Someone says I'm interested in yoga, we can get yoga from Bhagavad Gita. Somebody says I'm interested in Karma Kand, we can get Karma Kand in Bhagavad Gita. But what's the essence? Bhakti. That's the essence, Bhakti Yoga. Unless one is transcendentally situated, it is not possible to cease from sense enjoyment. So we might artificially try to control our senses, artificially restraining. But what happens is the senses are very strong. They will drag us. They will. We cannot. How long can we close our eyes? How long? How long can we stop talking for? It's not possible for us. How long can we say, I'm not going to eat? How long can we say, I'm not going to hear? Not possible. So how can we restrain ourselves from sense enjoyment? Because see, the Gyan part says control sense, mind and senses. Yoga part says control mind and senses. But they can't do it completely, perfectly. Can't do it perfectly. Why? Because not yet connected to Krishna, not done bhakti. That's why a Jnani will get his result only if he has engaged in devotional service. Only by Paramatma's help, only by Krishna's help can he actually reach the Brahma Jyoti, the Brahman platform. Otherwise, no. Same for a yogi. So, transcendently situated. What is that position? Bhakti. That is bhakti. The process of restriction from sense enjoyment by rules and regulations is something like restricting a diseased person from certain types of eatables. The patient, however, neither likes such restrictions nor loses his taste for eatables. So we go to the doctor. Doctor will say, you take this medicine, but you refrain from eating whatever. For example, if it's a stomach upset, they'll say no milk products. You can eat yogurt, but no milk. Or no fried, no chili, whatever. They'll give us so many things. Oh, but what to do? I want to eat it. I'm so tempted to eat. What do I do? But let me not eat. Otherwise, I know I will suffer. I will have to sit for another half an hour, trying to release the things from my tummy. So better not. So, but it doesn't mean that I've given up the taste. I still feel like doing it. Similarly, sense restriction by some spiritual process like Ashtanga Yoga in the matter of yama, niyama, asana, pranayam, pratyahar, dharana, dhyan, etc. is recommended for less intelligent persons who have no better knowledge because the desires remain. The desires remain, even though the Ashtanga process, it takes millions of lifetimes. In Kali Yuga, it's not possible to do this Ashtanga yoga. First of all is Yam Niyam. Yam Niyam means the do's and the don'ts. What are we supposed to do? What we are not supposed to do? Then Asan. The seat should neither be very high nor very low. It should be in the forest, in a lonely place. I have to put kusha grass. So there's so much restrictions. How we are going to do that? Pranayam, the breathing, controlling the life airs with the breathing. Then it's pratyahar. I forget what's the meaning of pratyahar. Dharana, like trying to fix the mind. Dhyan also, fix the mind on the Supreme. Then comes samadhi. It's a very gradual process. It can take millions of lifetimes to do this. In Kali Yuga, we do not have such long life. It can take thousands and thousands of years to do. We do not have that kind of time. We do not have that kind of patience. Our minds are so disturbed. We cannot live in the forest, So what to do? Now, this is recommended for less intelligent persons who have no better knowledge. But one who has tasted the beauty of the Supreme Lord Krishna in the course of his advancement in Krishna consciousness, no longer has a taste for dead material things. So the real way, if we want to get detached from this material world, because the soul, we cannot get detached. There is the quality of detachment does not exist in the soul. We are always attached. Even if we say I'm detached, then I'm attached to the idea that I'm detached. So it's not possible. The only way is what? Attach ourselves to Krishna. One who has tasted the beauty of the Supreme Lord Krishna. That is what bhakti is all about. The more we dive deeper into bhakti, the more Krishna reveals himself, then the more we can see he's such an amazing person. Krishna is so wonderful. Krishna is so sweet. Krishna is so loving. Krishna is so beautiful. Krishna is so attractive. This is what we have to do. That is the perfection for us to understand Krishna. Krishna's heart, get to know Krishna. Like a relationship, we have to get to know a person. That is what bhakti is about. We are getting to know Krishna. Because in a relationship, in a loving relationship, where there's loving reciprocation, then we have to know the person. The more we know, the more we can love them. No? If we don't know about them, how will we love them? Yes, I love Krishna, but what does he do? I don't know. Then how to do that? So we have to know more about him. So this bhakti process is a process of us falling in love with Krishna. Because he loves us. He loves us. But we have forgotten him. So by this, we are reviving our love. Therefore, restrictions are there for the less intelligent neophytes in the spiritual advancement of life. But such restrictions are only good until one actually has a taste for Krishna consciousness. When one is actually Krishna conscious, he automatically loses his taste for pale things. So, restrictions, we need to have restrictions because we are not yet on that platform. We are not yet on the platform of totally in love with Krishna, right? We are just beginning our reviving our love. So we have to follow the rules and regulations. Less intelligent neophyte, yes, we are less intelligent. We have forgotten Krishna. We are not yet situated in our love for him. So what do? The restrictions, follow the do's and don'ts. What are the do's? Chant Hare Krishna, hear from Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, worship the deity, read, offer prayers to the pure devotees, worship the devotees, associate with the devotees. And then the don'ts, don't indulge in meat eating, intoxication, gambling, and illicit sex. For our level, we have to restrain it. But for a pure devotee, it's easy. They're already there. They have Krishna. What more can you want if one already has Krishna? What more? is the reservoir of pleasure. Reservoir, imagine a reservoir of pleasure. So, is that okay?
Yeah.
Shall we stop here for today?
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining in today morning. Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Premanande.